This is not my chainsaw. This is John's chainsaw. He tells me that when it's cold, it works perfectly fine, but when it warms up, it bogs down. I think I know what the problem is, and I may have a solution, but I need to recreate the problem now. By the way, it's a Stihl MS 270C. This is a very powerful and a great chainsaw, by the way. There we go. It died. And I cut a whole bunch of discs. Not easy. So it's died on me once so far, after maybe about 8 minutes. That's 2. All right, that's all the proof I need. So I was able to cut myself a bunch of coasters. And yeah, this is a very nice chainsaw. The Stihl 270C. It has a lot of power. I like it. It feels different than my Echo and my Husqvarna. Yeah, very powerful. But it did bog down and died on me twice. So usually when a chainsaw bogs down on you, it's either the fuel filter, the spark arrestor. Definitely not the spark plug, because that was running fine for as long as it worked. So I'm gonna go check on that and obviously replace the fuel filter, and I may find something else wrong with it. You never know. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove all the fuel that's inside of this chainsaw. And now I'm gonna take out that fuel filter, and I'm gonna use a spring puller, and I'm gonna fish for that line. Here it is, guys. Now it should be, yeah, I'm gonna pop this out. This is a filter. It looks good. Doesn't look bad at all. It looks clean, but that's from the surface on the outside. I can't tell what's on the inside. All right, now I'm gonna take out the air filter and clean it. Okay, I'm gonna blow some air from the inside out. Yeah, it's pretty plugged up. Looks like I need a new air filter. Okay, now I'm gonna take out the spark arrestor. There we go. I forget what they call this, but I'll put it up on the screen. And the spark arrestor looks very clean. Not dirty at all. So let's put this back. And since I'm here, I might as well take a look at the spark plug. I'm gonna take these two bolts off. I wanna remove this cover, and the spark plug is right back there. That's one. That's my second one. Oh, there's another one. How do we take this off? Oh, it goes forward. There we go, that's better. And guys, I might as well remove this cover from here. There are two Torx bolts, one there and one there. I already removed them. And if I remove this cover, I should have easy access to that spark plug. And there we go. $19. It doesn't look too bad. Actually, it looks pretty good. Guys, I don't know if you can see this, but back here, where that ceramic is on the spark plug, appears to be broken or chipped off. You see that? All the way around is nice. It looks good. But when you get to the back, after I cleaned it off with a brush, I see this. I don't know if I want to use this plug again. There we go. It appears to be working fine. But you see that chip at the back where the ceramic is? I don't feel comfortable about that. So guys, I found another problem. And you see this right here? This is a tank vent. It's right above the gas tank. And it was clogged up until I started blowing some air. So I'm gonna go ahead and take it out and blow some air from the inside so I can unplug all those little holes on top. All it is just a little cap. So you just pry with a screwdriver, and there it is. There is that gas tank vent, and there's this little part that goes over it. So I'm gonna go ahead and blow some air from the inside out. Yeah, this can definitely bog down your machine. This is how you tighten the chain. You lift this up and go counterclockwise, and then rotate this wheel here. But it's already tight, so it's not gonna go any further. But if you wanna take this off, this is how you take this cover off, like so. Yeah, it's a simple design. I like it. It's very nice. So I'm gonna clean around here with a brush. And this is a sprocket that tightens or loosens the chain. So I'm using Carburetor cleaner just to clean around it. There we go. Much better, much cleaner. I like it. So the parts just came in. We have the new air filter, which is identical to this one. We have the new spark plug, which is identical to the old spark plug, and we also have an air filter. Now this particular air filter is a bit smaller, just a little bit smaller, but that should be okay. And it came with two. We have a fuel line and 2 bar nuts. And I believe this is one, the instruction says 1-piece oil filter. Now this kit is for a 270, 270C, 280, and a 280C. And I believe the 280s probably use the bar nuts. So I am going to install the spark plug first. And then I'm gonna put this top cover back on. Okay, so this cover is back on. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put this one back in. And I think it goes, how does this go? Oh, I had it backwards. Yep, well, there it goes. And now this one, probably like this. Yep, that's it. And let's not forget the 2 small nuts that go in here to hold this in place. It doesn't go in there very tight at all. Now I didn't replace the fuel line because the fuel line was good on this machine, looks almost new, no need to replace it. But we are going to replace the fuel filter. We're gonna fish it out again with this spring puller. And guys, sad to say, but this filter is, the head of this filter, it's a bit too small. And I ordered these parts specifically for the 270C. I mean, I could probably clamp it there with something. Let's see if I can find anything, but okay guys, so I can't find a clamp small enough for this, so we're gonna go back to the original fuel filter because it has the bigger head and it fits in there nicely. And when I took it out, there was no clamp, I just pulled it off. So this will have to do for now. As you can see, it does look clean. I think the issue with this chainsaw is something else. All right, let's go ahead and, yeah, it fits in there snugly, very snug. The old one does. So let's put it back in, and then I'm gonna fill with non-ethanol premium fuel. I always use non-ethanol on all my machines. That does make a difference, by the way. First, I'm gonna add ethanol-free fuel. This is a 50-to-1 mix. I mix my own stuff. And now I'm gonna fill it up with bar oil. Will it start? Well, let's find out. There we go, guys. Not once did it bog down or cut off for me. and look at all the pieces of wood that I cut. There's about 15 or 16, and this engine is definitely warm, but it did not shut off for me. So we found the problem, fixed it. All right, so this chainsaw is working fine. It did not bog down or shut down on me, not even once. And you saw that I cut a bunch of pieces of wood, lots of coasters. So if your chainsaw is bogging down, once it warms up or it shuts down, there's a few things you need to look for. First, fuel. You gotta make sure that you have good fuel in there. I use non-ethanol premium, which is readily available here at a place called Stewart's just down the corner from me. And I also check for the fuel filter, air filter, gas tank vent, spark arrestor, and the spark plug. And also, you notice at the very end, when I dumped the fuel, there was a lot of sediment in there. That was unexpected because I thought I had gotten all of it before, but no, there was a lot more inside. Oh, and by the way, I did change the fuel filter and the gas line. I did it towards the end. Here is that clip. All right, guys, so I took out the old gas line, and see how this fits in nicely in there? And then it dawned on me as to why this would not fit, because this is stretched. So I put in the new fuel line, and now this should fit over the new line. And notice, now this is a clean container. And notice when I drained the gas, the new gas that I just put in, it came out with a bunch of debris. You see all these little pieces of debris? This was a perfectly clean pan. Look at it now, look at that. You see that there at the bottom? You see that right there? Is it metal? Let's see. What could that be? It doesn't feel like metal, some kind of soft material. But as you can see, there's the new line. I'm gonna fish it out and put the new filter in. There we go. Oh, that fits in like a glove. Perfectly. Ah, voila. That's it. And here it is, guys. This is the old one. I mean, it dawned on me later during this video that there's a reason why this is so big. Oh, this is yeah, that's the wrong end. This has been stretched. And once I looked at the filter, the new filter again, and the new line, that's when I figured it out, so I changed it. That was a good move, by the way. So if you get a kit, change every part. Okay. Another thing, I mess with the carburetor settings here. On this particular machine, I have a low and a high and an idle. For the low, I went clockwise all the way until it stopped. And then I went counterclockwise about a quarter turn. And it tells you right there, you see that? It tells you right there, quarter turn counterclockwise. But first you have to go clockwise until it completely stops. Now for the high, you go 3/4 turns counterclockwise. And there are notches inside. If you were to take all this out, you can see notches showing you exactly where to stop. Easy. But somehow, I guess over the years and me working on it, they were way off. And as for the idle, which is down here, once the chainsaw is on, if the chain keeps moving around the bar, you want to set the idle back a little bit until that chain stops. And once it stops, go back about another quarter turn. All right, yeah, so I'm about to drop this off here in a few minutes to John. I hope someone learned something from this. And once again, I like these chainsaws. They have like a bunch of raw power. Really good chainsaws. And you never know, maybe one day I'll get one myself. All right, guys, with that, you have a good morning, afternoon, or night. We'll see you mañana. Bye.